Good afternoon, my friends. This is Paul. Yes, I said good afternoon, and I am not an afternoon person normally, as you are well aware by seeing 90% of my videos. So if I look like a zombie during this video, it's probably because I'm about to conk out as soon as I upload this. Anyway, I wanted to talk about another cheap DS game that I recently picked up called TouchMaster 2. I made a review on the original TouchMaster, and overall I liked it. It was a super addictive game, but the main problem I had with it was the timer, and the fact that I was always competing with this unknown girl named Kim, who apparently owned the game before I did, and there was no way I could delete that. Thankfully, in TouchMaster 2, they not only give you 3 save files, but they give you the option to delete the save files of whoever owned this game before you did, because in 2017, getting a brand new DS game is easier said than done. So I did that. I created my own profile, I made my own high scores, and I ended up doing so good on some of the games that honestly I was thinking, oh my gosh, when am I ever going to lose? However, TouchMaster 2 overall didn't have nearly as much charm as the original TouchMaster, and that's primarily due to the game selection. There were a few that were really awesome, like Solitaire and the level where you're in a top-down maze and you have to collect treasures, but other than that, most of the games were either stupid, forgettable, or after you played a couple times, it's already over with. Another big problem I had is that the game tries to give replayability by giving you trophies for certain accomplishments within the game, but a lot of times I found that to be kind of distracting because there was no way to pause the game I was in, figure out whether I had gotten the highest trophy or not, and then exit out of the game. Instead, I'd find out either after I lost or after I voluntarily exited. So say I exited the game, and then it turned out I didn't get all the trophies, I'd be like, well, why didn't the game just tell me that? Now, on the plus side, most of the game tries to be better than TouchMaster. For example, there's music for every game, unlike the mixed production values in the first TouchMaster, and a lot of the music is really calm and soothing, and most of it reminds me of the old days when I'd go to the ice arena and plop in a quarter to play many of these games. Also, with the trophies, there's replayability value. There's just a little bit more production values, not much. This is a DS game, but they try. But still, it just doesn't have the same charm as TouchMaster. That game was more about classic games being brought over and all involving tapping. TouchMaster 2 brings over a handful of classics, but mostly these really obscure games that no one's heard of that sometimes don't even involve tapping. Sometimes you have to slide the stylus, and that, again, is easier said than done. I wouldn't say not to pick up this game, because if you haven't played the original TouchMaster and you're desperate for a cheap minigame collection on the DS, this will still serve you good enough. But if I had a choice, I would personally pick the first one over this. But either way, they're both decent games, with the first one being much more addicting. But still, TouchMaster 2 is a decent enough addition for those that, again, can't afford to be picky in their selection. So, thank you very much for watching. Let me know if there are any other weird, obscure DS games that I can review. I mean, usually I get most of them for like less than $4 at GameStop, so that's easier to do than most people. And until the next time, keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Bye.